Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee well. I remember one evening in the pouring rain, and in my heart was an aching pain. Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee well. Muddy river runs muddy and wide. You can't give a bloody for my unborn child. Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee well. Just as sure as a bird flying high above, life ain't worth living without the one you love. Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee well. Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee well. Fare thee well in open D tuning. Hello, my veteran friends, and we are back in open D tuning again this week. For those of you that aren't familiar, open D tuning is from string 6 to string 1, D, A, D, F sharp, A, D, D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. So we're tuned to a D chord. And that is the first chord in the song, a D chord. So the song Fare Thee Well, let's give you just a thumbnail sketch of the history. It is an 18th century traditional English folk song. So it's possibly one of the 2 or 3 oldest songs I've ever done on this channel. I know I did Molly Malone in the same tuning, and perhaps another old English or Irish ballad, but it's an oldie. And then it came to the United States in the early 1900s, is my understanding, or so Wikipedia tells me. And it actually took off again in the 1960s when Bob Dylan and Joni Mitchell and Dave Van Ronk covered it in the New York folky scene. So that's a little bit of background, but this is a version as performed by Mumford and Sons in open D. I think it was done in 2012. And I've simplified it way down so that it's super easy to play. So let's talk about the chord shapes. Of course, we mentioned open D is the first chord. The second chord is a G. So I've got my middle finger on the 5th string 2nd fret and my index finger on the 3rd string 1st fret. And we keep that 6th string droning. So it's a 6th string chord. The 3rd chord in the song is an A7. It's got a little suspended D note on the top, but that is simply moving from the G. I'm moving my middle finger now to string 4, fret 2, and leaving my index finger on string 3, fret 1. 5-string chord. Okay, and then the last chord we use in the song is a B minor. That's a 5-string chord. My middle finger is on the 5th string 2nd fret, and my ring finger is on the 2nd string 2nd fret. So we got the G, the D, the G, the A7th, and the B minor. Strum pattern. Bass note down, up, down, up, down, up. Bass note down, up, down, up, down, up. Bass note down, up, down, up, down, up. that's pretty much all there is to the song. That's why it's such a fun song to play, because it's so simple. What else can I tell you about it? I guess that's pretty much it. So why don't we close out now with the last two verses. Nice thing about this song is at the end of each verse is kind of the chorus, the old fare thee well, my honey, fare thee well. So you can tell it's an old song just by the structure. So we've got, I guess it's called a couplet. We've got 2 lines, and then it goes to a third line, which is the chorus in each kind of stanza, if you will. So we'll play the last 2 of these verses. Muddy river runs muddy and wild. You can't give a bloody for my unborn child. Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee well. Just as sure as a bird flying high above, life ain't worth living without the one you love. Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee well. Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee well. The one thing I forgot to mention is how I hammered onto that G chord at certain points in the song. So you don't have to stick to the straightforward G. So that's straightforward, and this is hammering. Gives it a little more texture when you hit the chord and then hammer, hit the open D and then hammer into the G. Okay, so there you have it. Fare Thee Well, as performed by Mumford and Sons, but a very much simplified version of that song. Open D, 4 simple chords, D, G, A 7th, and B minor. So have a lot of fun with that. Get familiar with open D tuning. I think it's one of the best alternate tunings there is, if not the best, for the old singer-songwriters in the crowd like me. Okay, have a wonderful week, and I look forward to sending you another song next week. Until then, adios, my friends.